It is a warm, friendly day at Girki village, one of the ancestral homes of the Gbagi-speaking people in the FCT. Our camera lens caught up with this strong-looking elderly woman. She is taking a walk down the street. This scenario describes the plight of about 8 million Nigerians over the age of 60 who constitute about 20% of the country's population. Coping with challenges of movement on busy roads and interaction with the larger society was unveiled at the home of 87-year-old Mama Lami Philo. The Deadline 360 crew also met her sick husband, a retired civil servant now 96 years. They believe society have not been fair to them.
Vehicles don't stop for us to cross the road, and I won't be able to climb the pedestrian bridge.
I want to get better and be engaged.
In 1982, the United Nations General Assembly adopted a set of principles for older persons, and member states incorporated them in their programs. But in Nigeria, the provisions made in the 1999 Constitution put the burden of care of the senior citizens squarely on family members.
The life of a senior citizen in Nigeria is a mixture of happiness and joy. The elderly in Nigeria are like an endangered species. Nobody cares about them anymore. They have no rights, they have no benefits.
Despite the increasing number of the elderly in the country, issues of social security is compromised. Facilities that are age-friendly are not considered. How we are talking about facilities that are not senior citizens friendly, the Federal Secretariat, one of the biggest government offices in the FCT, is one of such. In these structures, there are no facilities that are senior citizens friendly, apart from the lifts, which are most times not functioning.
There are people who've had strokes and they have to be on a wheelchair, but they are still mentally sound. They want to be able to go to the bank and do their accounting. But what happens? They cannot go into a banking hall because there are no facilities that are age-friendly.
In other claims, once you attain the age of 60, all the drugs you take, except very few, are free. You have a card that shows you are an elderly person. You board public transport at heavily reduced rates. These are just a few of the advantages bestowed on you as an elderly.
Back home in Nigeria, where care is basically the responsibility of family, an emerging ugly trend is the gradual fading out of support.
Some people bring their parents to Abuja here, and they lock them up when they go to work. They leave them with television. Some of those people don't speak English. They're just looking at television. There's nobody to talk to. And boredom kills anybody once you are alone and lonely.
How relevant is the concept of old people's home in this situation?
You
have a man who's on a wheelchair. He's left in his home. Everybody leaves him at home till about 2 p.m. So from 8 o'clock to 2 p.m. What is he at risk of? He could fall off that wheelchair, break his hip, break his head. He might not get enough food, enough water. It's neglect. But we say culturally we do not want to send our older adults into a home. But for those who have such multi-complex issues, they are better served in a home. So yes, I am an advocate of long-term facilities, or what you might call old people's home, for people who really need it.
Aging is for everyone, and it is said to be a gift from God.
A new look has to be taken at those areas of taking care of our older persons. In the end, everybody will age. In the end, everybody will become old. In the end, everybody will become an older person. And if he's left lonely and without rights and privileges, that's why we die a little quicker than we should.
As this class of people pray and hope for a better day ahead, Mama Lami Philo, with her quick laugh and infectious smile, requested I dance with her and her husband. As she says, life must go on. For Deadline 360, Oyinaya Kalu Oka.